Welcome to the weekly dose on Ask the NP. All of the shit you are too scared to ask your MD, and keeping it a little somber, a little serious. But stay with me, guys. Please don't go away, because September is National Suicide Awareness Month, and you may or may not know this, but it's the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. Just think about that a little bit. Heart disease, cancer, heart attack, strokes, and then suicide. 121 people on average kill themselves in the United States every single day. More than 50% of the time, that's by gun. I say all of this not to be overly dramatic, but if you followed me for a while or now for the last 30 seconds, you know that I have a passion around mental health, and it's very serious. And mental health and physical health are one and the same, and they affect each other. We cannot treat them differently, but we undertreat mental health tremendously. And when we do that as friends and family and as medical providers, sometimes it results in suicide. Enough that it's the 10th leading cause of death in the United States. Now, it's really interesting. Suicide actually affects white males much more than everyone else. And are you ready for this? This is an awful word. People who are successful at their suicide attempts, I know it's bad, are usually white men of middle age. There's those other 3 out of 10 people who are also affected by this as well. Suicide is a really, really big deal. You know, in fact, just at the VMAs a few weeks ago, Logic did a song about an inspirational story from the National Suicide Hotline, which is 1-800-273-TALK. So it's really not complicated for medical professionals, for those of you who are not medical professionals, to help. You just have to say something. I did not come up with this line, but I say it all the time. It's better to have a pissed off friend than a dead one. Call them out on their shit. Be like, hey dude, are you suicidal? Like, are you going to kill yourself? Just ask the question. You can't fuck around. You can't beat around the bush, because that person could be thinking that very day that that's when they're gonna do it. And unfortunately, 121 people on average are successful at it every day in the United States. Sorry for the somber message, but I really want to drive this home. You can check out the National Suicide Hotline. There's also the National Association for Suicide Prevention. Get at me on social media or by email here on the website. It doesn't matter. If you have questions about suicide, if you feel like you are suicidal, if you feel like you know someone who might be suicidal but you don't know what to do, just reach out. Just start with one place. I promise you it will make a huge difference.